Welcome back to CBS News Election Night 2024. We are still on the air because we are waiting for a vote count that could put Donald Trump over the top. We're here with Major Garrett. My colleagues at the desk have sent me here to ask what is holding this up. What do we not know?
It's not my fault. It's not the data desk's fault.
Yeah.
So 10 electoral votes. We've already seen the map. 266-10 would clearly put former President Trump into president-elect status. Why don't we have it yet? We have 96% of the vote in. Where is it outstanding? It is outstanding principally in Milwaukee County. The vast majority of that is mail-in balloting, okay? There is going to be some time required to count that. All right.
And they're counting right now, right?
Indeed they are. Now, what is the current state of affairs in our lean Trump orientation in Wisconsin? I will answer that question for you. What does the vice president need to prevail in Wisconsin as things stand right now with 96% of the vote in? She needs 80% of the outstanding vote. What does our modeling tell us she's likely to yield? 67%. So that's a very steep hill to climb. It is theoretically possible, but it is outside of the area where you would say, oh, that's likely. That's going to be, oh, yeah, she can do that. No, it doesn't look that way at all. So Wisconsin is still lean Trump, but we are waiting for this right here, Milwaukee County, that outstanding vote, which totals, Milwaukee, just under 120,000, and it's mail balloting. It will probably take some time. There's supposed to be an announcement from some officials in Milwaukee in the next half hour or so.
And how much of that 120,000 could break towards the vice president?
Well, we don't know exactly what the percentages are. Anthony, if you want to come over and answer that question for me.
Maybe 70%?
Maybe 70%, Anthony says. So
that would not be enough votes to get her, because go back to the final vote tally. See, Robert Costa, I'm doing the math for you. Okay,
so here's our modeling. Okay, this is our range. This is our range, okay, of the probabilities. I'll take that away. We'll go back to what does the vice president actually need? 80% of the outstanding vote, based on our estimates, 67%. So,
but can you go back to the main vote?
Sure, of course.
So what only separates them is about 110,000 votes.
Yes, but let's be honest.
Where
in Wisconsin,
will she find 110,000 votes?
In Wisconsin, in recent history, that's a landslide. Remember 20,000 in 2016, 20,000 in 2020. More than 100,000 is a sizable margin. This is a very, very steep hill for the vice president to climb. There's a little bit of outstanding vote here in Dane County, a little bit of it sprinkled here and there, but the principal amount of it is in Milwaukee County.
Okay, excellent point. So Donald Trump can win with Wisconsin. He could also win with Arizona or Nevada.
Or Nevada,
so
absolutely.
Let's take a look at Nevada.
Sure. Let's go out to Nevada right now.
But there was a data point. Anthony said we're going to hear about new numbers coming in from Wisconsin.
There's a few more in Racine, a few more in Nevada. I should note, though,
a few more in Racine.
He may
Kenosha.
Carry Alaska and get closer to.
Yes, what Anthony is telling us is Alaska could also come in as well. And let's go to Nevada. We've got 93% of the vote in. Former President Trump has a very comfortable lead. Let's go straight to the needs. What does the vice president need to claim Nevada? 66% of the outstanding vote. What do we have our estimate at? 37%. That's an even higher, steeper hill to climb than Wisconsin. And Wisconsin is steep enough. So there really is nowhere, Nora, in which the Harris campaign can credibly tell itself, oh, I see the path. I see it. No. Things are aggregating against the vice president's prospects in state after state after state.
All right, Major Garrett, thank you.